105 Precision is a subcontract CNC manufacturing business. We work in nuclear, defence, motorsport, as well as a lot of other sectors. So we decided to name 105 Precision in memory of a friend, Lee Tolson, who I looked up to for a number of years. Community and was really looked up to by a lot of people, including myself. His race number was 105, so hence where 105 Precision began. When we decided to start the business, we just started in the small workshop, and then we had a 5-year idea or plan that the business would then be me working on my own with staff, hopefully. But in 3 years, we've rapidly grown, and I really believe our success is due to meeting customer demands. Our quality of our work is exceptional. We have really good team around us now. We've really grown as a team, and that's everybody pulls in together. If a customer needs something done, we'll do the best to our abilities, whether that's me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and driving a few hundred miles to pick a part up, pick some material up, fetch it back and machine it, and then take it back. If that's what it is, that's what it is, and we'll do the best to meet our customer demands. So on the 15th of January 2021, we went and bought our first machine, which is an XYZ 710 VMC 2009 machine. I actually seen the machine on eBay, and then after a discussion with the gentleman who owned it, we went down, looked at it, decided to purchase it, and we had the machine delivered within 5 days. We actually delivered it, and it was installed on the 21st of January. So our XYZ 710 VMC allowed us to start doing subcontract work for a couple of local companies. The plan was just basically buy the machine. I already had another job. I was working at a company called Bendo's Engineering up at Kingstown in Carlisle, and what we'd do is I was on a shift pattern there, so one week I'd be 8 in the morning till 4:30. I'd come down on my unit, work till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, doing little bits for local customers. Then the next week, opposite weeks, I'd be on what we call back shift or shift rota. So the second week I'd be working 4 in the afternoon till 2 in the morning. And then what I'd do is I'd get up at 9 o'clock, come down, work for myself till 3, 3:30, and then go and work my back shift at Bendo's. It was probably the craziest time of my life, to be honest. We were working 90 hours a week, did that for 6 months. I told Bendo's that my plan was to have my own business. We had a 2-year plan that I was going to be with them for 2 years to help train their apprentices and show them maybe better ways that I thought to do components and work that they were currently doing. And yeah, 5 months in, I sadly had to sit them down, have a meeting and say I couldn't do it anymore. My work had picked up so much, and we were just going to end up burning myself out, which would be no good for 105 and also no good for Bendo's. We kept a really good relationship with Bendo's over the 3 years that we've been in business now. Just if they need something and I've got it, or even if I was short of something, it worked really well. And if they were ever struggling with something, I didn't mind popping in on my way home on a night or something like that to help where I could, because they were so good with me when I started my business. The way the business has gone in the first 3 years has really been mind-blowing due to our customers and our team. Wouldn't be where we are now if it wasn't for them, and everybody really pulls in together and works as hard as possible when they're needed. We have bought a lot of machines, invested heavily. We are now looking at our next investment, or what we possibly think we should be going towards in the next year to 18 months. We are looking at different inspection, putting a CMM machine in, and then we are looking at what bigger purchases we'll be making after that. Yeah, we'll buy more equipment. If we can buy more equipment or the right equipment, we can then look at lights out machining, some machine parts through the night, which then would be able to pass, would cost less to machine, because you're not paying a man to stand at the machine, you're not paying the labour, so then we can pass them the cost savings onto the customer. So we're looking at lights out machining. We're looking at with the inspection, we can do quality plans, or we already do quality plans, but we're looking at we can then have quality plans written up. So if a nuclear customer decides we want this part done in this time frame, out this material, we've got our ISO 9001, so we can start and work right through. And when we look at buying a quantity measuring machine, that'll then give us a non-biased opinion of what the size of that part are. You're starting at the start right through, and then we can do a report so the customer's getting the part on time. They know it's correct quality because we're purchasing this machine. Some of the dates in 105 Precision's history. So 15th of January, purchased our first machine. 21st of January 2021, first part was made on that machine. 6th of February, Henry's first shift. 19th of February 2021, our branded workwear arrived. So I then had a brand, we had the Vans sign written. In 2nd of March 2021, we bought our first lathe, which was an XYZ CT52 turning centre. 13th of March 21, we purchased Hypermill offline programming software. Getting Hypermill give us offline programming, so that also means we can pass that cost saving to the customer with better cutting strategies for the machines. We can do more complex parts using customers' solid models. In 14th of June, we bought our Alpha CNC lathe, which was a 2 metre CNC lathe. 6th of October 2021, we moved into Unit 2. In Unit 2, when we first moved in, it was just a bare shell. So we had to build our offices. We started building offices on 16th of October 2021. And the plan for the business at that point, because we'd grown from just this little unit to then of a 6 by 8 metres, I think it was, unit, to then a 260 square metre unit. We'd grown so much so quickly. I thought we're going to be here for a while. Let's put all the facilities we need in. But that was not the case, really. We were only in that unit roughly a year and a half. In 2nd of November 21, we purchased our second XYZ 710 VMC. That machine, we've given us that machine. We could then run, say, if we were doing a batch component, we could run batch components on one machine, one-offs on another machine. So we made the business a lot more profitable. Also means we can pass a cost saving on the customer because we're not paying one man to stand at each machine. I could run both of them. In January 2022 was a massive thing for 105 Precision when we took on our first employee, which was Adam Warwick. He was a friend of mine from previous employment. He'd moved on, and I seen Adam all night out, and it was crazy. I did a few too many drinks and said to Adam, come on, come work for us. I've got plenty of work. I'll make it work, I promise. And when Adam put his faith in me, it felt like, right, this is the time of the business and it really needs to push and move ahead, keep expanding. 4th of February, we purchased an XYZ 1010 off Bendals, where I used to work. The machine, they were having a few problems with the machine. I actually purchased it broken. So when I purchased it, it sat there for a while, and as we saved money, we used the money and reinvested it back in, fixed the machine with help from a couple of companies. XYZ was a company that helped us, and a guy called Graham, who has a small company fixing CNC machines. 13th of April 2022, we sold our first machine. We sold our Harrison Alpha 2 metre lathe. We knew where there was a 3 metre lathe, which would give us more capacity to do longer components. It was a lot newer lathe, and it really hadn't done a lot. So we sold our 2 metre, purchased a 3 metre. September 22, our first apprentice joined the company, Louis Burns. Louis joined, lives local lad to me. He joined, and as soon as he started seeing what the machines could do, he was instantly interested and decided that this is what he wanted to do. He's been with us since, and the progression he's made has been really well. He's really fitted in with the team. When Louis joined, it felt like a team starting to come together at that point when there was 3 of us. 7th October 2022. This was probably one of the scariest moments of running the business. We had some money sitting, and I knew I needed to purchase a bigger mill, and I decided I wanted a brand new Doosan D&M 6700. I wanted a 4th axis on it so I could do more complex parts in less setups, so we had a machine that would just run on its own. We purchased the machine and had it delivered. I think that was a real big turning point for the business. When we purchased that machine, it was crazy. People just going, you've got a 4th axis. Yes, we've got a 4th axis. We have work for it that we're struggling to get on our machines. Can you do it? Yes. And the business just really, once that machine come in, within a week of it being in, the business just really skyrocketed. It just went crazy. I was back to doing Bendel when I worked at Bendel's, doing back to 80, 90 hours a week. Every week we were running around and delivering components all the time. Yeah, it was amazing, but really scary time purchasing that machine. Didn't know if it would make or break the company, and we did take a bit of a gamble, and luckily so far it's paid off for us. It's made a lot of money, that machine, and really helped push the business forward. 20th of January 2023, this was quite a big milestone personally. I bought myself a brand new van, and I've always wanted something brand new vehicle wise, and when I seen the van advertised and we run around in our little Volkswagen Caddy, I said that we need a bigger van. We were trying to do deliveries, we were having to do extra trips because we couldn't get stuff in, so the big van really helped. In 25th of May 2023, we purchased an XYZ 320 LTY CNC turning centre. This machine really was another one. It was we needed the machine, but we could get away without it. But we couldn't make parts as profitable without this machine, with it having the milling on it and the turret for the changing tool. So when we had the XYZ 320 delivered, it was another bit of a crazy time. It felt like when I bought the first Doosan brand new, we had some money sitting, we knew it was a gamble, but we were getting asked to do bigger work, and we would either have to quote more for the component to do it in our 3-metre alpha lathe, because it didn't have a tool changer on. We had to change tools by hand, and it wasn't as slick as the 320. The 320, we put that in, we instantly knew it was the right decision. As soon as we put it in and started getting components for it, and it actually helped fetch a lot more work in through the door. Putting that machine in really was the start of us really starting to get noises from the nuclear industry, which meant we had to look at doing our ISO. June 23, Scott and Holly joined us. Scott joined as a CNC machinist. He's CNC miller is his background. Scott took on a lot of the work that I was trying to do, as well as trying to do the office work, which meant I could go out meeting customers, doing a lot more of we were looking towards doing our ISO 9001, which Holly, when she come in, took so much work off me, looking after anything from invoicing, liaising with customers, ordering material, and she also managed to help us. Well, Holly done everything really, got our ISO 9001 approved with UCAS. So Holly coming into the business was a real big help again. Scott coming in and Holly at the same time, just then the business went from 3 people to 5, and all of a sudden the team just really, we all really gelled, really got on, and it's got almost like a little family. It's our family, it's got the family thing about it. 12th October 23, we purchased a Doosan D&M 5700. I actually seen it for sale second hand, a company called Percy Martin down in Leicester. I seen the machine on the Tuesday. We called him Wednesday morning, said we're really interested, and we decided, right, we've got some money, let's keep going. We're looking at a bigger premises. Why don't we go? We need the machine. We've got the work. So went down the Thursday morning, had a word with them, decided it was a machine for us, and purchased it. September 23, our second apprentice, James, joined us. James is doing amazing as well. He joined us and he's looking after the turning section. Adam's training James, and hopefully he's got the potential to become a very good machinist as well. October 2023, we become JOSCAR approved, so we can do work for defence through JOSCAR. JOSCAR, I think with JOSCAR, we're advertised on their website, so if people are looking for, say, for new companies to use for work, we'll be on there and they can find us through JOSCAR. 1st December 2023 was another crazy milestone. We moved into Unit 1. To think 3 years ago moving into the unit, I knew where the unit was. It was literally just next door to Unit 2, but the company that was in it decided they were moving out and I got offered the unit, and it did take me about 5 months to really make a decision on it. The money side of it really was scary. But we knew taking on this unit from face customer coming in first thing, you've got the wow factor of the unit. It's nice and clean. We can set everything out. We've got room to expand further. We can look at making an inspection room. Everything's laid out so nice and neat. We are looking at putting a gym upstairs for the lads to look after lads and Holly, their well-being. We are, taking this unit, it's been mind-blowing for me. After deciding to do this video, I sat last night and made all these bullet points, and it really hit home what's happened and what we've done in 3 years with the team and our loyal customers, our attitude to get it right first time, not let parts got the door that aren't up to our standard. It's really mind-blowing. It's something that, looking back now, I didn't think about it until last night. Looking back now, I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of the team, and hopefully we can carry on growing, see where we are in the next 3 years.